Okay, so we said determine the takt time to set the rhythm of the process. Okay, decide if possible to build directly to shipping. Okay, when you make a pizza, it is directly to shipping, right? Locate opportunities for continuous flow manufacturing. Determine structure and location of supermarket pull systems. Okay, so determine the process steps. We said pacemaker step. In pizza making, which is the pacemaker process, I don't know. You can type in the comment box. But in idli dosa, we have told many times it is the batter, which is a pacemaking process. And chapati also, we said we take atta, that is the wheat, and then we knead it, and then finally we kept the lump of that atta, okay, the kneaded one. Okay, green pizza is something is there, is it? I didn't know about that. Okay, it might be the pacemaker process. Okay, the place from which you start releasing the orders. Okay, that's called pacemaker. Structure scheduling to level load and production mix at the pacemaker. This is what is the word that we used is for Haijunka, which is workload level loading. And this is where we started takt time. And all of us know takt time, total available working time per day. And in this case, it was 50,000, example, 50,400, 1,000 units per day, which is 50 seconds. So takt time is used to synchronize the pace of production with the pace of sales. Takt time is decided by the customer demand. So we are trying to use the available time to produce what the customer wants. No, takt time is not the touch time at all. Takt time is not the touch time. Touch time, we will talk about it. Takt time is the only time which is not measured using stop clock. How many of you agree with this? Touch time is measured with the stop clock. Any other time is measured with the stop clock. It can be measured with clock. And suddenly, I remembered this. Okay. Anytime you see, even good times you can measure with clocks. So many days of good time, so many years of good time. Challenging time also, we had 5 years of challenging times in our business, right? It can be measured. Okay, takt time is the only time I think probably that is calculated. Okay. So if it's a bulb on moment, sometimes I see something, it's a bulb on moment, you can type bulb on. Okay, takt time is used to synchronize the pace of production with the pace of sales. We said the process marches with the beat of takt time. Like we say that, okay, 160 pieces in 1 hour, every minute, each of these process should produce 1 piece. Most critical to maintain at pacemaker step. Suppose if it is that critical process, then you can have the pacemaker step. The second question we are asking is like pizza, should it be built directly to shipping? Most of the made to order item is built directly to shipping. Made to order item, MTO we call. How many of you call MTOs, right? And made to stock is MTS. So once it is made, it is entitlement is building directly to shipping, meaning no inventory is held at the end of the process. How many of you call as MTOs, built directly to shipping, made to order items? How many of you in your companies have made to order items? Then we are talking about factors that prevent building directly to shipping by requiring a finished good buffer. Now let us see this. This is going to be interesting. We are going to see the factors that prevent directly to shipping. Why can't we prevent everything directly to shipping? Okay. High demand variability. If the demand is so variable, then again, you cannot. You'll have to keep a buffer at the end. Okay, seasonal is one good point. What else? Let's see. What are the factors which prevent building directly to shipping? Let's have some discussions in the comment box. Yes, go ahead, please. I'm just switching off the video to reduce distractions. Perishable item, seasonal item. Cycle time less than takt time, that is the bottleneck process. Correct. That's also correct. High changeover, which is leading to building up inventory. Excellent. High transportation cost. Yes, the high transportation cost. That's absolutely correct. Logistics optimization. Variable demand is something we've already written here on this. So in your notes, my request, sincere request is, in your notes, kindly write all the factors that prevent, and also try to give 1 or 2 liners. How many of you take this as a project and really help all of us? And when you write the factor also, you can give a small explanation of what you intend in that. Suppose if you see changeover time, okay? Changeover time is nothing but moving from product A to product B. The last piece of product A, last good piece of product A to the first good piece of product B. That's a changeover time definition. And because of huge changeovers, our available time will become very less. Okay. And so our takt time was also very less if the changeover eats into our available time. 10 hours of working, if 2 hours eats into remaining, I have only 8 hours. If 2 changeovers, then 4 hours is eaten. So I have net available time only, out of 10 hours, only 6 hours. So the reason is so what will happen to the takt time? You need to produce in the shorter time. Your cycle time should be faster, which will become a bottleneck. Okay, high customer demand variability, and great variety of product family, that some product will have very small volumes. Okay, makes sense, this particular statement, which will lead to, building up inventory at the final stage. Long process cycle time, like somebody said, yeah, some process takes longer time, so better build an inventory there. That the customer delivery needs cannot be met with perfect demand variations. Okay, so these are the few points for thought process. I have not written all points. You can write minimum order quantity, you can write supplier issues, you can write anything, but you will realize, and competitive market, he said, okay, that's a general statement. I wanted to understand it better, how it builds the inventory. Now, whatever explanation that whatever statement that you give, which will build the inventory, let us go into the depth of understanding, and also write a couple of lines about it on how that will build the inventory, how that will result in building of inventories. Okay, locate opportunities for continuous flow. So we need to determine the following. Okay, let's see which steps can be combined. ECRS, all of us have heard about ECRS in Kaizen module, right? Process flow activity mapping. Which steps can be eliminated, which steps can be combined, which can be rearranged or reduced, which steps can be simplified, and all that. So all this will lead to continuous flows. So I've just written, it is a general practice, right? Combining 2 flow cells. Yeah.